Hello, Taurus. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your Love and Life reading, focused on the first half of April from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General reading, as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box. And I will include a link to the decks and creators that you do see here today. Cross-watchers, absolutely welcome. And for my regulars, you're probably getting sick of me hearing this, hearing the same spiel every time, but I'm gonna have to say that every single video just for the newbies, all right? So just bear with me. And so let's get started here, Taurus, with these three decks for this Love and Life reading, starting off with the Ghostly Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelic Revelation 144. This is my self-created one, the He Said, She Said Oracle. Whatever message comes through here, if it's reversed gender-wise for your situation, then focus more so on the message rather than the gender, because it is very specific in whether or not it's a man saying it or a woman. But if it's reversed for you, then absolutely take it if it makes sense. And this can apply to same-sex relationships as well, okay? So focus more so on the message rather than the gender is basically what I'm saying. And we'll go ahead and grab a card from the Love Compass Oracle. All right, Taurus, so let's begin. Let's take a look and see where this goes. All right, so starting off with this first deck here, the Ghostly Whispers of Love Oracle. In Love and Life, can you guys believe it's already the first half of April? All right, so let's grab a card from here. Presence, can you feel my presence with you? So this to me is indicative of two people who are not together in the physical sense, but are still feeling each other's energies from a distance, energetically, or even in the 5D. There could be telepathic communication going on here between the two of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a card from the He Said, She Said Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. What's the message here? Okay, I'm guided to this one. He said, I'm willing to fight for us. She said, I don't want to fight anymore. All right, so maybe if you're able to relate to that specifically, maybe you guys have been arguing a lot, or you just haven't been seeing eye to eye, you haven't been agreeing on certain things. And especially from the feminine standpoint, you're not wanting to get into anything with your masculine, maybe you're just wanting peace in the partnership. And this to me, it's a couple that's in this stance of some sort of dance here. So getting along basically is what I'm feeling here. That at least is the goal. And we have a masculine who's basically saying, look, I'm willing to fight for our connection. And if having a peace between the two of you is what you can achieve, then that ultimately is the goal. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this with a message from the Love Compass Oracle here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. I'm guided to this one. Optimism and acceptance. Get into a place of acceptance and gratitude for all that is in your life. See the situation in a brand new light. Trust your path as it unfolds and let go into the moment. Think big and think positive to manifest the love and relationships you desire. So if there are challenges that you are going through in your love connection or even in your life, this is a reminder for you perhaps to accept things for where you're at currently and just try to be optimistic about where the future could ultimately go, as long as you just trust the journey. And what's meant for you will come for you. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this. Taurus, I'm going to pull from my self-created deck, the Silhouettes deck here. So let's go ahead and add to this. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. So why have you guys been arguing? What is it that has been coming between the two of you? And is it affecting, I'm assuming it's affecting your life, not just your love life, but everything. Because when we're stressed out in our love life, then that affects our other relationships with our friends, with family, with ourself. All right, so let's add to this. We do have fitness goals. Kissing burns 6.4 calories per minute. Want to work out. So this to me obviously is focused on the intimate moments that you have shared. And when you're not fighting, you could certainly be making love, you know, which is a nice change from arguing. And as I've mentioned, I'm just getting here. You guys are more than likely not together at this point in time. The reality of things for some of you, and it says it hurts being here without you. Tranquility. In a world of uncertainty and chaos, you are my peace. And what I also get from this, Taurus, is that's what you're wanting to restore in this partnership, is the peace. For things to be going well, for you guys to be getting along, to not be getting into stuff every 2 seconds and arguing and fighting. And no doubt, I mean, some of the reasons why you are arguing, of course, could be really difficult issues, painful issues, and those things have to be dealt with. But as long as you guys are coming at each other from a place of love and peace rather than chaos and anger and being confrontational, then maybe you guys can actually fix things. We do have stepping stones. Learn from your past mistakes to avoid life's pitfalls and thunderstorms. Until you do, tread lightly. The wrong step might land you in deep water. Okay, so there's this need to definitely learn from what didn't work for you, perhaps in past relationships, or even between the two of you, especially if you guys keep arguing about the same things. If the same type of argument, the same type of subject keeps popping up, maybe there is a reason for that because it hasn't been resolved in the past when you guys were arguing about it before. So it's going to keep resurfacing until you guys really get down and dig deep into the issue and really address it and hopefully fix it. Because by doing that, that'll certainly help fix the relationship and bring you guys back together. Because what is presenting itself here is you guys are at a distance. This could have been an issue, this mystery woman right here. Okay, so there could have been infidelities, there could have been third-party situations here, and then the next card is sweet indulgence. Mystery woman, I'm the one he hides in the shadows, the one he doesn't tell you about, the one he comes home late for, the one he desires when he's not with you. Okay, so there was infidelity, there was a third party here. But going back to this message, he said, I'm willing to fight for us. So this could be a thing of the past right here. So if you guys have already been arguing about this before and you're still arguing about it, you got to learn from these past mistakes so that you guys don't have to dig yourself into the same type of pitfalls that you keep running into, to be able to at least stop going around in circles and having the same type of argument and actually getting more so towards a solution rather than just staying on that merry-go-round of arguing is what's coming through here. And this sweet indulgence next to that mystery woman, so it could have been the masculine that was indulging in this relationship. And it does say, yours is a love so sweet, it gives me a sugar rush. And to me, that's just a temporary fix, you know? This is a temporary situation, but it did enough damage in a partnership. This is really interesting, this next card, guys. We've got tumultuous, and it does say we were wrong for each other right from the start, but we chose to ignore the signs until our raised voices drowned out any further remnants of love we had left to give. This is, for some of you perhaps, what ended things and why you're not together with your partner. And what's coming through for me, Taurus, is that the person that was wrong for you, if you relate to the fact that perhaps you're a masculine tuning in and you got into a third-party situation with this mystery woman, that could be the situation that was wrong for you. And maybe you knew it was wrong for you right from the start. Or really, this could be coming through for whoever represents the masculine energy in this equation, man or woman. You know, they knew it was wrong. They still crossed that boundary. They crossed that line. They got themselves into this very difficult, complicated situation. that created this distance and separation between two people who loved each other. And it ended up being possibly a tower moment for some of you guys. And that contributed to all of this arguing, where you guys were just maybe raising your voices to the point where you couldn't even hear each other speak. And then we've got point of view. You've turned my world upside down. We do have a male figure in that photo. And obviously we've got a woman, a mystery woman right here. So it could be the interpretation of the Divine Feminine for this reading saying, you really turned my world upside down when you cheated on me. When you allowed someone else to be a part of our love story. Difficult situation, Taurus, is what's coming through here. So we're going to have to see, how you guys can get out of this very difficult, challenging situation that's presenting itself here. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a twist. For those who are new to my channel, this is a deck that I created that includes new oracle messages, new court cards, in addition to all of the usual tarot messages. So let's take a look and see here. Hopefully there will be a light at the end of the tunnel for you guys to fix this and come together. Because the one saving grace that I'm picking up here is we have this message. He said, I'm willing to fight for us. And as long as someone's willing to fight for the connection, perhaps forgiveness will certainly help heal this very difficult situation that you guys have been dealing with, and hopefully be able to fix things. Look at that, Archangel Gabriel. I am the angel known as the master of communication. If you're having trouble expressing yourself to your beloved, I'm here to assist. I can inspire writers, teachers, journalists, and artists to convey their messages with clarity and grace. But this can apply to anyone, not just, it doesn't just have to be a writer, teacher, journalist, or artist. I can help you overcome your limitations so you can finally say the right thing to the right person at the right time. If you struggle with conveying your emotions, call on me. I will be there for you. So Archangel Gabriel here, I feel, is here to assist the divine masculine, whoever represents that energy in this reading, to be able to communicate better with the feminine. And actually for both of you to be able to just have more civil conversations, more productive conversations, so that you guys can actually fix this rather than constantly bickering and arguing and being in each other's face and not really solving anything. Seven of Pentacles. This is your own earth energy, Taurus, okay? So continue to put in the effort if that's something that you're wanting to do, of course. If that's something that in your heart is what you want to put effort towards fixing this relationship, there's still the potential for growth here. There are still possibilities for you guys to work this out, for things to come back together. But it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen, I don't think, the first half of April. But these are possibilities of what can be rectified and fixed moving forward, because the Seven of Pentacles is a card of growth. It's a card of gestation. Gestation takes a while. So yeah, there's this need for patience, and you just have to wait. You just have to wait and have patience to see how things will ultimately play out, as long as you guys are both putting in the work to heal this very broken partnership here. And I love how this is coming through here. Again, your own earth energy, Taurus, because the Six of Pentacles is about equality. When the affair happened, when there were third parties, when there were infidelities, there was no equality going on there. It was not equal give and take. It was not equal giving and receiving in the partnership, because whoever was doing the cheating was giving to someone else. And lo and behold, here we go. Seven of Swords, deception, lies, cheating, betrayal. The cards don't lie. It's right here. It happened. It's a part of the reality for some of you. If you resonate with this reading, it's coming through. There's no way around the messages that are coming through here that there was infidelity. There was some sort of manipulation going on here. For some of you guys, that person could have been this Baron of Air, which represents divine masculine, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but it could be any sign. Swords represents air energy. Okay, and then we've got the Baron of Air, which is one of the new court cards in this deck. The interesting thing about it is, you know, the Baron of Air on its own without that Seven of Swords is actually someone who's loyal. A loyal partner. You put it right next to that Seven of Swords and they're not so loyal. Not so loyal after all. Let's see what else. But, you know, you do have Archangel Gabriel here to help you guys have better communication and hopefully not argue so much. It's important to talk, basically. It's very important to talk. Get things out. Nine of Pentacles. More of your own earth energy here. Okay, so some of you guys have decided to just be self-sufficient on your own, to detach and maybe just figure things out on your own in the meantime. You're able to stand on your own 2 feet. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's financially independent. So maybe financially, you're good to go. You don't need this person to help you out in that way. If you relate to that, of course. Some of you guys could have already had children together. So either you were married and there was infidelity in that marriage, or you were in a committed partnership and there was infidelity. Because the Nine of Pentacles can also be indicative of pregnancy. It's either that or there was pregnancy as a result of this whole third-party situation for some of you, which could have been the deal breaker in a partnership, which is where this tumultuous energy came in. Okay, so take that if it makes sense, of course. So some of you guys are solo. You're independent. But look at the next card. You've got the Angel of Hope, okay? And it does say you've lost your way, your sense of direction, which way is up, which way is down, which way takes you away from who you are, and which way shows you the path you're meant to travel. This is not the end. I'm here to help restore the faith within you, to let you know that there is a ray of sunshine, a glimmer of hope that you fail to see. Open your eyes. I am here. So there is hope here, Taurus, for you and this person to work things out. It's going to take time, though. Remember, it's not going to happen overnight. This kind of pain as a result of deceptive energy and cheating in a partnership, it's painful. So no doubt, if you relate to this, you guys have been arguing a lot. But you're sandwiched between Archangel Gabriel and the Angel of Hope, here to help you guys talk, to have better communication, to heal, and to help find your way back to each other. To head towards the energy of that sun where you guys can find happiness again. This was a very dark time in your relationship and you guys can find happiness again. It won't be easy, but there is healing that's needed here. And as long as you guys are both willing to give the same amount of energy and effort towards fixing this, then it certainly is possible. All right, so let's add to this. Let's add to this. I'm going to go ahead and pull some dialogue from my Thinking Man Oracle deck. This is the Volume 2 version. Taurus. So the masculine. Let's take a look and see what the masculine wants to say to the feminine here. So very specific reading here. It will not resonate with everybody, because not everybody is a victim of infidelity and dealing with a partnership where you guys have been perhaps nonstop arguing. But I feel it. This is for some of you out there. But hopefully you guys can finally start having productive conversations, heading more towards solutions rather than constantly fighting. You know it's me. Stop running. Okay? So, again, with this message right here, he said, I'm willing to fight for us. So maybe, my feminines, you've just been running away from it because it's too painful. So we have a masculine here wanting you to stop running so that you guys can finally fix what's broken between the two of you. What else, please, for Taurus, focusing on the divine masculine here? Hell yeah, size does matter, because the size of my love for you is immeasurable. So there's still so much love here. So much love here. There's no one else I'd rather get naked with. And obviously we've had infidelities that have come through here. But perhaps part of the healing and the understanding, especially for the feminine, is to know and understand that, yes, that's a part of the reality. It happened. But this masculine could have also realized that what it was that they were looking for was someone that they had all along. You can't delete me from your heart's hard drive. And it's true. As long as you guys still have love in your hearts for each other, it's that love that can bring healing in this partnership. And last message, give me another chance to prove to you that I'm not the same man who hurt you. Our love is surely worth another try. There you go. So my feminines, if you're willing to give your masculine another try, then yeah, this is salvageable. That's only if you're willing to give them another try, another chance. All right, so I'm going to pull from my Woman's Intuition Oracle here, of course, on behalf of the Divine Feminine now. Let's go ahead and see what the feminine has to say. And I know that a huge number of my audience is definitely feminine energy, female viewers, so I can totally understand if you're still super upset with having to deal with a partner who cheated on you, if there was some very painful conversations that have happened there. So if you're upset, you're upset. You got to honor that. All right, for Taurus. You are my peace, my safe haven. Interesting. Tranquility, remember? In a world of uncertainty and chaos, you are my peace. But it was also perhaps the masculine that created this very tumultuous situation. They can restore the peace here, though, my feminines. They can, and they're willing to put in the effort to restore that peace. I won't ever forget my love. So what I get from this is, yes, you still have a lot of love for your masculine, but you're also letting the masculine know, it's like, look, I'm never going to forget what you did. Maybe you can find it in your heart to forgive, but maybe there's also a part of you that's telling them, it's like, look, I won't ever forget. This hurt too much. But you can heal from it if you're willing. Leather or lace, choose. Okay, so this for me is a deck that gives off the vibe of a feminine who can be good, like a badass, and, you know, the good girl, bad girl mentality. It's like, which version of me do you want? Do you want the one that's more badass that could kick your ass? Or do you want the one that's just going to sit down and listen to all your bullshit? You know, which version of me do you want? But I also feel that during this time, if you relate to this, that you've been able to empower yourself also. And you're not going to take any more of your masculine's nonsense. But the love is certainly still here. I love you. I want you. I need you. But at the same time, you're not going to put up with any nonsense. This makes total sense to me, this message. I remember every word you've ever said to me. The beautiful ones and the ones that cut me like a knife. Yeah. Because having to hear that your partner has been cheating on you, it just cuts through your heart. It's devastating. So I totally get that message if some of you are able to relate to that. Okay. So wrapping things up here for what seems to be a very difficult situation, but there is healing that's possible. There is peace that can be restored once again if you will allow that peace to come in. All right, guys, so let's wrap it up with some guidance, some final guidance from your guardian angel. or guardian angels. We'll see. We'll see if, there we go. We have affirmation. Be aware of your language and thoughts. The most powerful statement you can ever make, think, or feel is thank you. Be grateful for all the blessings in your life. As we acknowledge the divine order of life, the universe responds with ever greater blessings. You are a powerful creator. All you say and think resonates through the heart of creation, and creation responds accordingly. Okay, so it's crucial, truly, that you are aware of how you express yourself, especially during difficult conversations with your partner, because it really sets the tone for how the rest of the conversation is going to go. Let's grab one more message here. I'm just guided to one more. We have eternity. Okay. Gently move your awareness from the external world to a world of light within your heart. Allow each breath to heal you as you drift to a place beyond time. Eternity exists within you, forever sparkling like a diamond. You are in essence a shining star, forever transforming to ever greater light. And for me, Taurus, in this reading, that light certainly feeds off of the energy of hope. Okay? So there is light. There is hope. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and you guys can get through this as long as you both are in it together. Okay, so very difficult messages presenting itself here, but I feel you guys needed to hear this. Somebody out there needed to hear this, and hopefully it begins things moving in the right direction. And it seems to me that if you're both able to begin that healing, you guys can make this work and find your way back to each other and overcome this very difficult situation. All right, Taurus, so I do hope that this helps somebody out there. And, you know, not all readings are meant to be all sunshine and rainbows. That's just not reality. And this is what needed to come through here today. So I do hope that whoever this relates to, that you're able to find that peace somewhere along the line when it comes to your partnership. All right, guys, so that's it for now. I wish you guys the very best. And if you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below. I'll see you guys next time.